Shields up, Iron Breakers. How's everybody doing today? We are going to be playing some Fate, Extella, the Umbral Star. Before we begin, let me just do something real quick here. Okay, seems like we were losing a couple of frames. Damn YouTube. There, that should fix it. Anyway, so this is a title that I was curious when I first saw some footage of it. Looks like a Muju gauge. Muju gauge. Looks like a Muju game, but I haven't played pretty much any of it yet. There's like a tutorial level just teaching you the basics of combat. The reason why we're starting on this specific screen is because there's some kind of a licensing issue with YouTube and whatnot, and I've been instructed not to show the opening cinematic, so we had to go through it. The story up until this point is basically that something happened, pretty apocalyptic event, the whole world's on fire, darkness is colossal, bad things, basically. In the start menu, there's like a choice between, I think it's 3 characters, but you only get one at the very start. This red chick, I forget her name, and immediately after that tutorial level, we're here. Darkness is colossal. Imagine a deep hole growing and swelling, nothingness spreading out to blind your eyes and eat at your heart. Sheer scale of it all, it is difficult to put into words. Could anything with this much mass even move and breathe, and what could any human do to stop it? The stone monument of Altamira, the Titan of Sephir. This is the magnitude of the being who can destroy even the moon. You have no choice but the Slayer. You are prisoners, and this is the only way to be free. You are the one. You have to do it. Don't you see? This is why the regalia exists. This is why the moon cell exists. It's glaring at you, it's targeting you. You should realize that without being told, you can see that the glowing points of light are its eyes. Giant shadow from the unknown, it is looking at you. A giant shadow is not a servant. That's what your nature, your soul screams. But it's not an enemy program. Your mind, your experiences scream that out with conviction. All that comes from your body, your instincts, is a cry of wordless terror on your quivering tongue. It's coming. It's here. The giant shadow spreads out with overwhelming speed. With that much mass and velocity, its kinetic energy is on par with a plane crash. How much damage could it do to Seraph? A thought runs through your head. There's no way this ends well. There's only an instant before the darkness engulfs all. Just as in the records and the warnings the moon witnessed long ago. So I'll ask you one last time, someone with nothing to look back on, someone who has nothing to flash in front of your eyes, an empty shell. Was that what you were? Are you really that kind of creature? Looks like we only get to say, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. That's what my soul screams out. Something's there. That's what my mind screams out. Something irreplaceable. Got a hair caught in my mouth. That's what my body screams out. Praetor! My husband? In that moment, a voice illuminates the darkness. I see a gleaming light. It's like daybreak. The Titan disappears and the darkness shatters. The voice and the light approach me. My eyes become faint. Farewell to my righteous self. An old story that sent my consciousness drifting. The fond memories of the moon end here. You're awake. Thank goodness. Please relax. You're currently re-establishing your connection with the moon cell. The overload from the connection with the moon cell core, should I say the Holy Grail, temporarily damaged your memory. On top of that, your data has been destroyed. Your condition is critical. We need to restore your data as quickly as possible. First, we need to scan your value. This may give you a slight shock, but please try to hold still. Victor of the Holy Grail War category, exempt from measurement, refuser right, Y, quality E-. Wow. So my quality is E-. That seems pretty low, according to Asian standards. Next, I'll need to confirm your identity. Please input your name. Now we're talking. Enter first and last name. Wow. Okay. First and last name. Not a whole lot of games ask you for that. So guys, what? We're gonna go with an oldie. An oldie but goodie. I wonder how many of you have even seen this name before. This is what I usually use as a last name on RPGs when they ask me to. Or sometimes I go Ruri and then Khan at the end, which also works. But we're going to go Rurikan Torun for this one. Confirm. Character's name will be Rurikan Torun. Continue. Yes. Very good. No problems then. Congratulations, Rurikan Torun, champion of the Moon Cell Automaton. Let me clean up around here. Throne awaits. Not sure if there's English voice acting, but I doubt it because of the size of the download. I do believe that I'm going to need some subtitles for when you're in the action, because the tutorial had no subtitles and the character was just like screaming in Japanese, and I'm like, I don't understand what we're talking about. I've awakened from my slumber. It feels as if I'm witnessing an old dream. I'm sitting in a chair. I was sleeping, sitting up. That must be really uncomfortable. As I raise my head, my joints ache. I must have been in this pose for a few hours at least. Yeah, this is the chick that I picked. You finally awoken, my praetor. You were mumbling as you slept. Were you having a nightmare? So allow me to welcome you back to your beautiful home. Yeah, indeed, my smile should say it all, for where else would you rather be than here? A woman in red stands proudly in front of me. From the bottom of my heart, I feel a sigh of relief. Her golden hair, her slender body, the name of this beloved woman together with whom I have overcome so many battles is... What is her name? Is something the matter, praetor? Does your head hurt? Perhaps you've been working too hard lately. I admire the diligence, but if you take ill, your work will suffer, and I'd rather not have to work alone. It's quite boring, you know? Even in her formal demeanor, I can feel her warmth and affection. Something's wrong. I know her very well. She's the most important person in the world to me. But even so, I can't remember her name. Do I have amnesia? Even if I do, I can at least remember what I first called her. Saber. Yeah, that's the name of the character. She's known as the heroic spirit of the sword and the servant of Rurikan Torun, me. All joking aside, is something the matter? Perhaps it would help if you wake up. Perhaps it will help you wake up if I reintroduce myself. Very well then. Allow me to repeat my introduction. Only one heroic spirit blossoms with the stars of her glittering sword. I am the Emperor of Roses, she whose hands are as fair as they are talented. My sword sings with the melody of the muses. My heart roars like Vulcan's forge to light your way. Let the sound entrance you. Let the flames rekindle your love for me. I am the finest instrument ever forged, the heroic spirit of the sword. I am your servant. And that is how one makes an introduction. If it fosters the bond between us, I'll say it again as many times as you please. When I see her smile, I can feel the enjoyment from deep within her heart. That feeling flows through me and starts to clear the fog from my head. Disintegrator in chat says, I am a simple man. I see anime boobs, I buy. Disintegrator, if one of that text box had cuts for jugs. Dude, come on. I can vaguely remember awkward dreams far removed from whatever my real memories are, but as long as she's by my side, I know I'll never have to fear or doubt a thing. Of course, now that we've established my name and my beauty, what about yourself? By the way, at the start of the game, you can choose to be a female character. It's just usually whenever there's a game and it's like, hey, are you a male or a female? I usually just go with the male character. As Saber says those words, I look around the room for the first time. What is this? A throne. I knew I was sitting down, but this is no ordinary chair. All around me, I see a room befitting this throne, complete with carpeted stairs to separate the ruler from his men. Did Saber prepare all this? James Matthews, can't stay for long, but always love your work, Workon. Thanks, James. Appreciate it. Did Saber prepare? I suppose it's no surprise if she did, but there's something else. I feel like I'm missing something important. What exactly happened to me? What's the matter, Praetor? Why are you staring, and why haven't you moved? Had I known this would happen, I would have never let you go to the Moon Cell Core by yourself. You slept an entire day upon your return. Something certainly happened there, my Praetor. Please tell me everything. Sleep for a whole day, and what's the Moon Cell Core? Do you not remember? This could be dire. You must have undergone quite a journey. Right, we should discuss this in a more comfortable setting. A place where we can both lie down. None other than my room. Ooh. Ooh. Do you like it? You may call it my room, as I do. It was built rather quickly, so pardon me if the amenities are still a bit lacking. For now, please rest yourself. We have much to prepare for. Or perhaps you have other interests. If so, please do not hesitate to ask. It would be my privilege to tell you a bedtime story. New content added to the gallery. Bond level 1. Looks like you're going to be romancing these characters. Talk to your servants. Check on your status. Okay, I actually want to go to settings. Because I want to see... Good, game settings. We are in normal difficulty. Enemies HP, powerful foes on. Enemy indicator, automatic combo. Excuse me, I don't know what that is. Transformation visual, full. Message speed normal. There is no... Looks like you can change your gender whenever you want, as well as your name. Okay. As I was saying, there is no option for subtitles. This is going to be awkward. Let's create our save file, because we don't have a save file for the game yet. Oh, looks like that just happened. Okay, there's no actual save file. There's one global save file, apparently. Equipped skills. Unique skill. Magic resistance C, riding B, Imperial privilege EX, migraine B. Wow, this character is just like a chip off the old block, isn't he? Alright then. Then we have rest. Rest progresses to the next chapter. No, let's talk with the servant. What should I do now? At the very least, I know our names. Amara Kantorum, she answers to Saber. We clearly have some kind of relationship, but I don't know the details. Then there's this place. Where am I, and why does the word seraph pop into my head when I ask myself that? Man, my nose is itching like a motherfucker. Then allow me to regale you. Lend an ear to the tale of our passionate victory here in the Moon Cell. Yes, please explain. This place is indeed the moon, Diana's star itself, floating high in the heavens above the land. In 2032 AD, mankind made a discovery on the moon's surface and named it the Moon Cell Automaton. It had the power to grant its owners desires, reshaping reality with a single wish. For that reason, they called it the Holy Grail. It also created beings like me. I am an autonomous electronic life form in the shape of a heroic spirit, also known as a servant. Not a very heroic name. And those who summon servants and grant them their powers in this technological contest are called wizards, like you, so I'm a wizard. You're a wizard, Harry! Servants are more than AI. We are genuine beings made manifest with Seraph. Put simply, we have souls and we are alive. Your life force, meanwhile, is tied to the body of a wizard back on Earth. If your mind dies within Seraph, the body will die as well. Sounds like some Matrix shit. You were thrown into battle as a novice, but you and the allies you earned overcame mighty foes and uncovered vast revelations. You fought, and you fought, and you fought, and now here we are together in our private lunar abode. Alrighty. My memories are still in fragments, but I do recall a few images here and there. The Holy Grail War, many masters and their powerful servants, NPCs running the war from behind the scenes. So many combatants, but only one winner at the end of it all. And was that winner truly me? You did indeed win. You proved your might and advanced to the Moon Cell Core. There you claimed the Holy Grail. Alrighty then. There is still much to tell you, but rest should be our first priority. Let us enjoy a bit of calm before the storm. Sleep sounds good, even if I am just starting to wake up. As I close my eyes, I realize I have one more question for now. What is that ring? Are you curious? You must be. Well, that ring, if I'm seeing correctly, that's like the same place you put your married ring if you're married. You guys can see that. Rejoice! This is a privilege given to the winner of the Holy Grail War, the Sovereign's Regalia, handed down by the Moon Cell. It symbolizes your royal authority within Seraph, a resplendent treasure, proving me to be the greatest emperor of all time. Oh. Overwhelmed by Saber enthusiasms, I can only give a murmur of approval. Some light applause seems appropriate, so I give her that as well. Now that we finished the Holy Grail War, you and I have been given the reward of traveling all over Seraph. Oh, forgive me, I should not overwhelm you all at once. All things in time. Please lie down and rest. Tomorrow you and I will serve your domain. I look forward to fighting alongside you again, my valiant master. At those words, the lights in the room go down. As I start to fall asleep, it grows dark outside. Not because of the real sun, but because Seraph, a serial phantasm that manifests as its own world, wants it to. All actions, even those of nature, have meaning, but human actions are in their own special category. And so Saber and I have taken human form and our digital selves. I am thinking too much. I should take Saber's advice and sleep. I know that when I wake up, a new world will be waiting for me. So as with a lot of Japanese games, a whole lot of reading at the start, a whole lot of that visual novel aspect to it. Seems your fatigue has been lifted, Master. The sharpness is back in your eyes. As promised, I shall guide you through our lands today. We might encounter a few scraps, but consider them practice if so. But before that, allow me to introduce our generals. The Regalia officially makes me the king. Yes, king of the Moon Cell. And what is a king without vassals? And so... Behold my men-at-arms. These 4 warriors will proclaim my sovereignty throughout the Moon Cell. First, the Prince of Light from Ulster Cycle, the red-speared warrior of the Lancer class. His true name, Ku Chulain. Long time no see, Tarun. We were enemies back in the Holy Grail War, but here we are now. Nice to work with you. The second general, the Demon Fistmaster, without shape or sound, an assassin known for his first strike, which needs no second strike. His true name, Li Shuyan. This was a coincidence, or was it fate? Pardon me if you happen to smell blood on me. I assure you it is not mine. I heard tell of an honest job. I had nowhere to go, so I welcome your hospitality. Take me to any battlefield. I won't complain. Oh, Prince Charming. Third, a personification of righteous invincibility, the Knight of the Sun. Praise the sun. His true name, Gawain. Gawain at your service, your majesty and her master. As long as your cause is just, I shall be your sword. In Murakkan Toru, and you were quite instructive to my former master Leo, I shall henceforth believe in your righteousness. He has been known to be rather indecisive. No matter. If we need another saber, I am more than ready myself. And last but not least, the fourth general, the final weight. You sure this is the right man? Of course, I'm on your side, aren't I? You chose me. New rules from Seraph. A certain someone came up, crossed swords a few times, made a pitch, and invited me here. So if you want to hire me and if you can make it worth my time, I'll follow your contract. You do have the regalia, so for us masterless servants, your orders are like the master's orders. That was indeed I who selected the four of you. By the way, were you in the Holy Grail War? You look familiar. Who knows? I was probably some low-level heroic spirit who died in the first round. Doesn't really matter now. By the way, do I not get an intro, Sovereign of the Moon Cell? I mean, as long as I'm pledging my loyalty and all. Looks like Dante. I mean, as much as someone in this game can look like Dante. Of course, behold the Force General, a stranger who wields twin blades despite being an archer class. His true name is unknown. I did not know his name. Please stop making that face, Praetor. For some reason, his spirit level cannot be replicated as a servant, at least according to his self-report. Moving on, these four generals are now my vassals. The Holy Grail War is over, but still these lands grow and change each day. Only I, the king, the emperor, am fit to possess them. So proclaims the Regalia's royal authority. I see, so that's what she's talking about. Seraph is building new lands, and Saber and I are going out to claim them. Now, all of you to your posts, the Praetor and I must depart on our outing together, or our expedition, that is. No problem, time to swat down whatever rogue programs pop up. Oh, may I ask one question first, Your Majesty? You're the one holding the regalia, right? So shouldn't you be the one on the throne instead of that kid there? Indeed, the throne is the seat of a king, but with all my obligations in the front lines, I have little time for anything else. That is why the one I trust and cherish more than anyone else will always sit there in my place. Besides, my Praetor is both the only remaining master in Seraph and the victor of the Holy Grail War. Who else is more worthy? Without my Praetor, I would not be sovereign. Keep in mind that I do not hold the fate of my domain. Murakkan Toru does. I get it, so not just for the show then. Alright, works for me. Well, if you need anything, just give me a call, Master. I can spear things like even the Emperor wouldn't believe. On that note, if you excuse me too, Seraph's being declared right now. I should be on the alert for any changes. If there's any fighting, give me a call, and like other servants, I'm suited for going against people. Just make sure it's a challenge. Let me check on the AIs who are seeking refuge. They will be your citizens in the Seraph to come, after all. The good king is always ready to hear the people's petitions. Now, by your leave. Subordinates or not, they lack cohesion as a unit. If only they could act as one. Well, we can discuss that later. For now, Praetor, let me guide you through the long-awaited new world. And that is around 20 minutes of intro. Jesus Christ. Take a look, Praetor. This is the ever-changing Seraph. Our lands appear and expand by the day. Know well that the rules have changed since the arenas of the Holy Grail War. Now, put simply, all of us are equal. Even you, Master. To any foes we encounter, you are now as much of a target as I am. Alrighty. Speaking of which, enemy programs are gathering just up ahead. If we proceed, battle is inevitable. Wait, does that mean those things can kill me? Were I one of them, Praetor, I would come for you first. Your presence is like ambrosia to them, and your blood even more so. That's bad. I'm not a fighter. I know one program, Code Cast. Oh yes, of course. How foolish of me. You've only just returned. And now, here I am, carrying on. Please forgive me. This is a perfect stage to show you my valiant figure, but let's reevaluate. Praetor, please stay behind me. It is a servant's duty to protect the master. Lonesome as it is, leave the fighting to me. What are you saying, Praetor? Ah, our feelings are more in tune than I ever knew. How lovely. Regardless, these are not formal duels here, but wild brawls. I cannot guarantee that I will be able to protect her to the fullest. Understand, even by her side, I'd be more of a liability than an ally. But I don't want that to push me away from her. Even if I can't fight, I still want to support her. If I didn't do that, I'd have no right to be called Saber's master. What? I now live inside of this girl's ring, apparently. Praetor, what's the meaning of this? Where'd you learn to do that? I can hear Saber's voice. More than that, I can see her and feel her warmth. Somehow, the whole of my consciousness is now inside Saber's ring. Yes, that's certainly you in there. I can feel our bond, stronger now than before. Could this be my doing? Either way, I want to keep you this close. I want you to stay on my finger. Perhaps the regalia sensed my apprehensions and brought you in on its own. Well, at least it feels like there's enough room in here, so I don't need to panic. In fact, I like this. Now I can be next to Saber and not slow her down. Now remember, this is battle and the first of many new battles together. Let us keep our heads and move as one. Impressive, Praetor. I knew I could rely on you. Simply give the orders and I will carry out the execution. Ooh, sword and board. Onward, Praetor. Good. Finally, some action. In order to clear a stage, you'll need to defeat the boss servant, the ruler of the territory. You'll need to gather a majority of the regiment keys and take control of the regiment matrix in order to make the boss servant appear on the battlefield. You can obtain regiment keys by taking over sectors. The campaign on Seraph is a series of power struggles over the regiment matrix, each of which signifies who has control of its corresponding territory. Yep, seems pretty familiar to Muzu games. Muzu. Movements are being restricted. Someone else is in control of this place. Oops, I pressed circle. Taking over sectors within a territory, rooms that hold at least one regiment key are called sectors. When you take over a sector, you will obtain regiment keys. The number of regiment keys held by a sector is called regiment rank and is displayed on the minimap. In order to take over a sector, you will need to defeat enemies called aggressors. The number of aggressors can be confirmed by checking the aggressor gauge at the bottom right of the screen. The aggressor gauge will increase as you defeat enemy soldiers. When the gauge is filled to the max, aggressors will appear within the sector. There's some consumables that my face camera is probably blocking, but they don't seem to be super important, so... Okay, so right now we're using just square combos. I'm still trying to figure stuff out. We can jump. Looks like when we jump, we take whoever is with us from our combo. So like I can do this. Now I jump. Wow. You really vortex your enemies in. So it is a juggling insanity. Our allies are suffering more and more casualties. How to remedy that is up to you. Cannot leave that battalion to fend for themselves. We must go to the rescue immediately. When you defeat an aggressor, it will drop an install skill. You grant those install skills to your servant in my room. The translation work is not the best. Either way, we picked up whatever that heal was. Looks like there's an aggressor down here. Wow. Get wrecked, son. That was insane. Extella maneuver. I'm not even entirely sure what I did. I was just like, I'm going to target the big guy, and I'm going to use the circle skill on him. Oh, wow. Looks like there's more of them. Okay, R1 is the dash. L1 blocks. Gotcha. L2 and R2 don't really seem to do much, probably because this is also a Vita title, so they must be trying to standardize the controls, which is a good thing. It's also very good if you want to do remote play. Oh wow, these guys are just getting reamed. Gotcha. Wow. Takeover complete. Okay, so when you take over a sector, you will obtain a regime key and QP. The number of regime keys is equal to the regime rank, so strategy of completely taking over high-ranking sectors first is a good choice. Okay, so we would want to go through 04. Although we already control it. Oh, interesting. I like the way you travel through these places. So let's go here, because I want to go to that 4-key place. Oh, I hope this music is not copyright. Otherwise, we're going to get in trouble. Like the sun, always. Here comes the content ID match that I was trying to avoid at the start of this video. So this character sings to the enemies. Alright, you little piggies, how you all doing? Thanks for coming to see my show. Stop this charade at once, you fool. Saber's not having any of this shit. Destiny has allowed us to go against each other in this first round, don't you think? Elizabeth Battery? It's a shame your audience has such poor taste, but I suppose there's no accounting for that. They're not tasteless, they just love to move to my beats! Kuchulane's words suddenly echo in my mind. Is she the weird band he was talking about? This is as far as you'll go, little hatchling. Your terrible noise will sully my lands no more. Free the music, groupies attack! What the hell? She got away. No matter, we'll conquer this sector first. Plants are programs that have the capability to send aggressors to other sectors. If you ignore a plant, your own sectors will be susceptible to enemy invasion. Also, plants have the ability to continue to produce aggressors around themselves when a plant is within a sector. Make sure to defeat it first. Okay, so I'll have to take this out first. I don't have whatever I needed for the Extella maneuver because I just tried doing it. View the regime gauge at the top of the screen to see which side is closer to completing the regime matrix. When your force's regime matrix is at maximum, you will dominate the territory, thereby forcing the boss servants into battle. Okay. Conversely, if they max out the regime matrix, they will seize full control of the territory and force you off the field, thereby causing a loss for your side. Looks like we killed it. I'll deal with you guys in a bit. The Extella skill is pretty cool. I'll give him that. Okay, looks like we killed most of the aggressors. I don't see any indicators in here, so now we just slaughter these fools. The juggling is so satisfying. I mean, it's not... So far, it hasn't really been challenging in the slightest. I'm playing in normal difficulty because I wasn't really sure what to expect. And for the purpose of this stream, I'm probably going to keep it on normal because I have a bad habit of changing to hard difficulties way too soon in Muju games, and then I regret it later down the line. Phantasm Circuit. When you obtain 3 Phantasm Circuits, you can press R2 to reveal the true name of your Noble Phantasm. A Noble Phantasm is a servant's trump card and will deal great damage to all enemies in the sector. Locations of the Phantasm Circuits can be checked in the thing. Okay, let me just get that. Can I get this? Okay, so this is health. Nailed it! Here comes the Extella skill. Oh, wait. I've been spamming the thing when I do the Extella skill, and I don't think you're supposed to spam it. You're supposed to press it at certain times, whenever it pops up. Takeover complete. Looks like we destroyed everything, and we got a Phantasm Circuit. So let's go ahead and take the number 1 at the bottom first. Okay, this one should be fairly easy. There's only like 1 key in here. The combos are fairly simple. It's just like you do heavy attack, light attack. I mean, by simple, I mean it's not too hard to execute, but for you to get the full range of combos and memorize what they do, it's still going to take a while. Plant has appeared. Caution. Where is this plant? I would have words with her. Can't really see the plant. The plant. I need like a marker. Oh. No, that's an aggressor. That's not really what I'm looking for. I'm looking for... Wait, the plant has appeared, but not here. It's another scenario. I see where the plant is. Okay. So I just have to take on this guy. I'm not sure if I did any better there. There's another aggressor. That's a big one. Come on, we gotta hurry up. Okay, we just completed this objective, which is perfect. Now let's go get the plant. Did we get everything? Yep. The plant! Warning, boss servant has appeared. There's the plant that I was looking for. Hey, come on. Get your ass down here. Damn it. That's what I'm talking about. Plant's still alive, though. Ooh, she's got demon wings. Bloody Demoness Elizabeth Bathory. I'll be right with you, Elizabeth. There's the plant. And the plant is down, which means the invasion on the other sector should stop. Okay, Elizabeth, here it goes. Still not done? Have it again. Now I'm gonna keep juggling your ass. Now let's actually try out whatever this thing's supposed to. Actually, I don't have it. I thought I had the special thing, but no, I need 3 more to do the special attack. I'm gonna put you in the corner and then just beat you. Takeover complete. Hey Elizabeth, how you doing? This is my place now. My place. She's still alive. You're a little health sponge, aren't you? Oh, she's like hyper armor right now. Oh sweet, energy, just what I needed. What is Coat Cast? Press the directional buttons to activate your Coat Cast abilities. Coat Casts have various effects from healing hit points to switching out to a secondary servant to healing and normal statuses. You can change the Master's Mystic Code, which changes the Coat Cast that can be used. Okay, let's try this. Ooh, we now have the Nameless dude. Holy crap! Okay, let's see his special. Arrgh. I think I killed her. Alrighty. Well, that was easy. The Dawn of Extella. Total sectors 5A. So ideally you would want to get to other sectors before you finish that battle, I would say. Okay, so first impressions, we just did our very first fight. Took us 12 minutes. So I love the action. Action is a lot of fun. Gameplay is what you would expect from a Muzu game, but the interesting thing here is that they completely run away from any reality aspects of it. I assume we're in some kind of digital world because they keep talking about programs and all this other stuff. Maybe I misunderstood the backstory, but this also allows them to create these visually, these very strong visually looking battlefields where it's just like bright colors everywhere. And you guys know that I enjoy like vivid art styles, but then it falls a little bit flat on the visual side where the characters, I mean, you know, it's not the most visually impressive game we've seen, which to me is not a huge deal. I mean, I've played the crap out of Sword Art Online, and that game is clearly, as a lot of people like to say, oh, it's PS2 graphics, which I don't agree with at all. But even though it doesn't have the best visuals in the business, it's got a lot of action, which kind of makes it fun. But again, just remember, it is a Muju. I probably don't even know. I'm probably mispronouncing that. But it is a Muju game, so you expect to kill tons and tons and tons of enemies like we did there. And you're going to be juggling enemies left and right, and you're going to be doing completely insane stuff. Now, I'm curious to see how are they going to vary the gameplay around, so let's keep going here. But first impressions, I like the gameplay. The visuals don't really impress me. I do like the over-the-top finisher animations. Those are really cool. And I wish it wasn't as hand-holdy as it is at the start with the whole... A lot of Japanese games do this to me, and I'm always like, oh man, I wish you wouldn't do this as much, which is like the whole visual novel thing at the start of a Japanese game where you have to... We sat through like 20 minutes of text just going through it. Boom, boom, boom. And the worst part is also that at the end of all that stuff, we didn't completely understood what the fuck was going on. So... People asking about when's this game coming out. I believe it comes out today or yesterday. Came out yesterday in Europe. No wait. It came out yesterday in the US. Or the day before yesterday. I'm not entirely sure. I think it was the 17th, but I'm not 100% sure. And it comes out, I think, on the 20th in Europe. For PS4 and PlayStation Vita. Fairy Haori, Mystic Code, receipt added to craft. Nero, level 4. Normal attack, unique attack, heavy attack, special heavy attack while moving forward, while dashing, jump attack. Looks like we gained new things. Insta skills collected. Prana Burst, Mana Recovery, Prana Burst. Oh. Wonder if this thing has multiplayer, because I can see this being a lot of fun if you had some multiplayer. Baka baka! You think you're hot stuff for a little piggy. And Saber, that ring doesn't look good on you at all. Spoken like a sore loser, the regalia suits me perfectly and it belongs right here on my finger. Do you not think so, Praetor? Is the regalia not a perfect fit? Of course it is. So I tell her that, from right by her side. I say it while reaching out to touch her fingers. Praetor, your words are joyful to hear indeed, but you are quite assertive as well. Very well, you have my permission to touch my fingers. Yes, as softly as you please, as you would with the finest white porcelain. As the Emperor commands, I touch her gently. I could never touch her any other way. It feels just like touching the world's most beautiful rose, or more appropriately, like touching the world's most beautiful, powerful woman. Yes, you seem much more forward than usual. I believe I may be falling under your spell. But well, this place might be unsuitable. The 4 generals are nearby, and they have eyes, of course. Perhaps if you were in my room... No, please don't mistake me. I shall accept every ounce of your affection. And as you see, we have won. The enemy is gone, and now that I look again, Archer and Lancer have left the field. This is our land now. You and I are victorious. It's true, there are no further signs of the enemy. Just as Saber says, this area has become her territory. That being said, I can stay at her side a bit longer, or can I? In that instant, a creak snaps from inside and outside my body. Did I exhale? Did I speak? I don't know what just came out of my lips. A low groan? A short scream? Whatever sound I made, it's because I am in agony. Even my virtual body feels pain. The moon cell is no different from the real world in that regard. Sense is still sense, and pain is still pain, and death is still death. Their face has gone ghastly pale. It's not exactly what we had in the Holy Grail War, but my room does have a feature to diagnose and heal you quickly. Quickly do what, if we may ask? That handsome shining figure isn't yours, you know? Trickery, debauchery, and malice all rolled into one! Quite right. Over here, over here. Master has been waiting, now to slay all the ravens in the realm and pray that morning never comes. This is our land, God's land. You're in Nakatsukuni, where the crops are abundant and the water is plentiful. The land replenishes water, travels to the Takama, travels to Yomi, and travels to sunlit, watery heavens. Tamamu, dressed in her signature cute blue outfit, servant Caster is ready to go. It's you, Caster, so you survived. Caster, who is that servant? Why do I feel nostalgic about her? You remember, she assisted you in the Holy Grail Ward. But all the while, she was an insolent, scheming fool who made a provisional contract and tried to take the Holy Grail for herself. Of course, in the end, her wills came to nothing, which raises the question, where did you go? You suddenly disappeared just as the Holy Grail War came to an end. Suddenly disappeared? How dare you say that to us? You, on the path to the Moon Cell Core, you shoved us from behind and pushed us off. Whatever do you mean? Praetor, if you don't recall what you speak of, consider yourself lucky. Pay no heed to that character, she is nothing but a lewd, lowly wench. Is it we who are lewd then? Tell me, which one of us has her hooks in her poor innocent master? No matter, soon enough your master will be our master. Just wait and see what happens next time. Our ears are perking up. We hear you calling for help, master. There is not enough room in our heart for all your sorrow. I know her. I can't remember exactly, but I'm certain I know this servant. Her name is... Something floats in the back of my mind, like old footage. No, like memories. That servant in blue is... It was just when I'd won the Moon's Holy Grail War. There were several people around me, master servants and NPCs. I proceeded toward the Moon Cell Core and then... Then what? Your miraculous recovery is nothing but a nuisance to me. Trouble me another time, Caster. My only concern is to let the Praetor rest. At least have some consideration. Yes, of course. Master's health is indeed paramount, but if we might trouble you just a bit, apologies, good master, but this is important. Sometimes a devoted wife has to take drastic measures. Teehee, not that we haven't already, of course. Yes, what any sane woman would call drastic, you would call routine. Well, all judgment aside, in the name of our special bond, let me ask you, what in Pluto's depths are you plotting? How cruel to assume we must be plotting something. We are simply following our nature. Besides, you know nothing. Emperor of Fools, that's what you are. You have no idea of the forces you've been meddling with. It was fun to believe that the regalia was unique and that it made you the one true king. Well, it's time for a rude awakening. We're afraid we hereby declare war with the power of the other regalia. What other regalia? You heard us. See for yourself. I think that after you finish the story with Saber, you're able to do the story again from the point of view of this caster. At least that's the idea that I got from what I've seen in the starting menu. My body seizes up in pain. I can't even speak. What's going on? That being next to caster is definitely me. The same face, the same features. From the look of it, we even have the same breathing pattern. What's the meaning of this? Why is that Praetor with you? Why are there two masters? Oh, you really don't know, Mrs. Saber. That's rather pathetic of you. Then again, you were content to watch us suffer, so pardon us if we enjoy a little schadenfreude. Oh, and on top of that, we'd like to make another announcement. What announcement? Now hear this. As of today, we rule all Seraph by our regalia, and with our husband beside us, we proclaim ourselves ruler of all. Quite a dreamer, aren't you? But it's time to put down that child's fantasy. The sovereign of Seraph is I, and this regalia proves... but can you not see the regalia on our finger? We have the moon's royal authority here before you. If you don't believe us, we just sent you the proof. Take your time and look it over. To be more exact, 50% of Seraph belongs to us already. The rest is yours. For now. You know what that means? We and you, we're like twins now. What? Sorry guys, I'm just correcting something in the description. Thank you guys for bringing it to my attention that I had that mistake there. My bad. It should be saved now. Whoa, what? Half? Half? You've taken half my empire? Cut it down the middle like a sandwich. We and you are two different suns and the land is burning beneath us. We took that 50% in the last few days, including the new expanded lands, of course. We'll have the rest in no time, and we won't leave a single piece for you. And that's the truth. She's staring at me. Despite her threatening words, she seems to sympathize with my pain. So prepare yourself however you please. Oh, and you can hold on to that master for now. Don't get too comfortable in that flimsy, flammable castle of yours. The moon cell chose us, and we choose everything. We are beauty personified. For our nation, for our people, we will stop at nothing, and nothing can stop us. Who does she think she is, and where did she find the Praetor's twin? How dare she disrespect me? How dare she declare war on me? Another regalia? It is not possible. It can't be possible. Oh, but Praetor. Are you all right? Surprise appearance of Castor and her partner had distracted me for a moment, but now I feel that pain again. Not only physical pain, but a deep sense of failure. And here's another thing. I think that there might be a third one. Because I want to say that there were like 3 options at the character select screen at the start. So slowly it begins to subside. I still can't move yet, but it doesn't hurt as much. At least I'm stuck looking towards Saber. Very well, back to my room for now then. Heroic spirit of a mad warrior. Due to the class being mad, they sacrificed theirs. Missed it. How'd you find your first mission, Praetor? Your strength was overwhelming, Saber. It felt like holding hands with you. Inside the regalia, it felt just like holding her hand, warm and safe. I could feel my pulse racing against her fingers. Like holding hands, yes, that's just what it felt like to me. But it felt like even more than that, as if we'd grown closer together than our skin would allow, and our hearts were in perfect harmony. It felt so intimate, so warm and pleasant. If this is the true nature of the regalia, then it is truly a blessing on us both. I talked to Saber about the regalia. I want to know everything she does. Material-wise, looks like it's made of white gold, though of course it's really a collection of data. Could it be some kind of key code? She keeps referencing the royal authority, but what exactly does that mean? Yes, just as I would expect from you, Praetor. Your curiosity and insight fill me with such confidence. What's with the odd reaction? Is that really confidence she's giving off, or just bravado this time? Sadly, I know a little more of the regalia than you do. I know it's made of special mystic code from the moon cell, densely packed. In terms of file size, it holds more data than the largest territory. It seems all that data pertains to the most recent Holy Grail War. To be honest, it is difficult for me to quantify its true value. Gifted as I am, this task may call for a specialist. Still, is it not a beautiful ring? That alone makes it more than precious to me. I agree from the bottom of my heart. The ring's white golden sheen perfectly matches her finger. Beautiful, of course. Precious, unquestionably. Just wearing it increases Saber's charm tenfold, enough to overcome any opposing force. You think so? No, of course you do. I thought the same, of course, but it warms my heart to know you agree. Feeling ardent today, aren't you, my Praetor? Are you surprised? Have you no sense of self? Do you not know how different you are? That'll do, Praetor. Are you not a bit closer than usual? Not that I haven't entertained the thought of such a thing, but to be so close to you, it's... Feels so good, like a thunderbolt through the heart of me. I must hold you now. And do you wish the same of me? Side story now available. Free battle now available. Kuchulane's side story added. New content added to the gallery. Mystic Code recipes been added on craft. Okay, so we now have craft. We have more settings. Install skills. Setting an install skill. Set an install skill in an open slot to expand or upgrade a servant's skill. The number of slots increases as the bond level with your servant goes up. Set an install skill in the same category of an adjoining and connecting slot. Both the adjoining skills will be more effective. When you find an install skill unnecessary, you can disassemble it and break it down into QPs. Increases movement speed. Normal attacks may deal flame damage. Increase the power of normal attacks. Normal attacks may deal frost damage. Extella maneuver gauge feels faster. Increase Extella maneuver gauge maximum. Increases strength during moon crux moon drive. I'm not sure what that one does, but I like the idea of normal attacks and flaming attacks. Oh wait, this one is +3. This one's only +1. Ooh. I could do fire and ice, but I think I'd rather do this. Boost! That works. Servant info. Bond level represents the strength of the bond between servant and master. When the bond level increases, you will gain more install skill slots, receive gifts from servants, and unlock my room bond events. Ooh. Okay, so these are my dudes so far. Oh, this only tells you the bond level. Registered bond. I'm not sure what that does. I registered all of the bonds. Whatever that does. Codecast. Mystic Code and Codecast. When a master equips a Mystic Code, they can use Codecast to support their servant. Which Codecasts are available? Okay, so this is the stuff that showed up. Mystic Codes are constructed by depleting QP using Craft in My Room. More Mystic Codes will become available to construct to progress the story. Construct more powerful Mystic Codes. Special materials called upgrade parts are necessary. I guess I don't get to choose who the subservient is. It's just like, boom. Doesn't seem like I can do this. Remove Mystic Code. Ah, okay, it's already equipped. Okay, so this is just my Sovereign's robe, that's it. Nothing I can change there. But I could craft something, so let's take a look at that. What can we craft? Craft. The only method of acquiring Mystic Codes involves spending QP and upgrade parts, and some Mystic Codes have Codecasts attached that remain unknown till they are constructed. When you no longer have need for a Mystic Code or install skill, you can disassemble it and break it down to QPs. Okay, so this one we already know what it does. There's the QPs up top. Cohort's Mantle. This one does decoys. And Fairy Hori, which has 2 heals instead of heal and change. Well, for now, I'd rather keep the ones I have, because I'm not a big fan of the other ones. So that's all we could do with crafting. So that's actually reasonably simple, which sometimes Japanese games tend to overcomplicate things. Yes, the Regalia may hold even more secrets yet to be discovered. Looks like that's all we could really do. New craft. Didn't I just check all the crafting stuff? I thought I had already checked all of them. Switch between minor injury, deploy as decoy for 15 seconds. Okay, I'm not interested. Looks like the new thing just stays there even though I saw everything. Mare Mellum, City of Lost Destiny. You scarcely need me to tell you this, Praetor, but please do not overexert yourself. From the look on your face, you are not yet at your finest. Better off than before, perhaps, but still in need of rest. Now, how can I help you relax? I have just the thing. Lemons covered in sugar, so sweet and stimulating. Saber laughs in ecstasy as she cares for me. Her words and her smile ease my worries, and the pain fades almost completely. Wait, you're still in a bit of pain, aren't you? I would have thought the pain would ease by now, but I won't compound your suffering by asking too many questions. As always, I appreciate your candor. The trust between us is paramount after all. Thank you, Saber. But if it's not what you think, I'm fine for now, so I think we should get back to work. We need to know what happened to Seraph after the end of the Holy Grail War and why Castor has a copy of me. We'll have to move quickly. I'd caution against being hasty, but that look in your eye tells me I shouldn't bother. Once your purpose takes hold, nothing can dissuade you. Come, we can access the moon cell core remotely from the throne. Now that I think about it, have we confirmed Castor's claim about taking half our territory? We haven't yet, have we, since we went straight to my room when we got back. Anyway, it's settled. Off to the throne room now. Now! Behold, with this throne, my throne, I can use the regalia to survey all corners of Seraph. So Castor spoke the truth. Between her conquests in the old lands and the new ones, she has taken half already. Anyway, let us try accessing the moon cell core as well. Perhaps it can tell us more of the second regalia and the other Praetor. Access denied. That cannot be. I have the moon cell's royal authority. They cannot force me to start over now, not while the regalia still shines upon my finger. My. Of course it still shines. You proved your right to bear it at the end of the moon's Holy Grail War. That is why, Servant Saber, you remain the sovereign of Seraph. But Seraph now suffers from a fatal error. How dare you barge through our doors and announce, "State your name." As you can see, I am a Castor class servant. Well, I suppose that's not enough information. Very well, allow me to prove my loyalty to you. Accept my true name as a token of fealty. I am Archimedes. I am a system update worker chosen by Seraph. Didn't expect it would take this long to reach you. That was my miscalculation. Normally, with my admin access, I can teleport anywhere, but now I have to walk. That's my problem, not yours. A pleasure, Your Majesty. And you, Rurikhan, good to see you again. How does he know my name? Archimedes. Are you that Archimedes? So you know me then. Well, what a small world we live in. Of course I know you. All in Rome have heard of the Greek genius. I've even had the pleasure of studying your works a bit myself. Though I've heard it said you are too smart for your own good and perhaps too far ahead of your time. Still, you seem a fine young man. Regardless, you spoke just now as if you knew the Praetor personally. I do indeed. I spent many hours with Rurikhan in the moon cell core. Is that so? Then why is the Praetor so confused to see you? Adorably confused at that. I could stare at that face all day. But no, not right now. You strolled straight into our throne room. Clearly you're no ordinary man. You claim to be harmless enough, but how do we know? I apologize for my rudeness. I shouldn't have barged in, but harmless or not, I have no intention of making enemies here. If I may be so presumptuous, Your Majesty, I have come here to offer you my help. I suspect this guy's the villain. Then you have my hospitality. Revealing your identity is no small thing. Consider yourself beyond suspicion for now. All formalities aside, then what do you think we should do, Praetor? I nod to Saber as I think of an answer. System update. Fatal error. I have so many questions. What happened to the moon cell core? Happened was part of an assault from the enemy. What enemy? An unknown being attacked Rurikhan at the moon cell core during the registration of the royal authority. And there was no shame in losing to it. Whatever it was large and powerful. Was it an enemy program or a servant's noble phantasm? We don't know that either, but it seemed almost like a titan from before the age of the gods. That's what we saw at the start, so that thing attacked us. An image floats in the back of my mind. Just a fragment, hard to make out, but I do remember that giant hand reaching out for me. And a voice, like an echo inside a deep cavern. The words it spoke, it called itself a solo servant. Is that true, Praetor? Luckily, it seems your Praetor has recovered, but I believe that attack is what caused the schism we're seeing now. That attack, in other words, divided the regalia. I'd almost forgotten. Yes, I think I'm starting to understand. The reason why there are two regalia is that the one was split and stolen. Just as you've surmised, the enemy sundered the regalia itself and made off with the other half. And then, after the royal registration, the Praetor came back with our piece, and that other piece went to that caster. That damned fox usurped it right from under us! Is that right? And she was the enemy at the moon cell core. That trickster must have changed her appearance, disguised herself as that titan. I don't think that was the case. Holy as that might be, the Grail is still a system and it needs regular maintenance. Its normal update occurs every 14,000 years. I needed to make sure that for the next 14,000 year mark, the system would manage itself on its own without any issues. Your victory in the war altered Seraph's management such that the moon cell system updated as scheduled on one side. Originally, both sides were meant to proceed at the same time, but I presume that didn't quite go as planned. Correct. You see, the regalia truly is the royal authority of the moon cell, in that it represents the unity of the moon cell and Seraph. In fact, the system is so tightly bound to the regalia that the update cannot properly proceed without it. In other words, I now require your permission to use it as part of my duty. Incidentally, I had the update proceeded as scheduled. Those hostile programs you've been seeing would never have spawned. Is that so? Tell us more about who you are. Let me explain myself. As you now know, my true name is Archimedes. I was summoned and given the caster class. Although I am a servant, I unfortunately lack a master of my own, unlike yourself, Your Majesty. So you are a wanderer. No, I never had a master to begin with. The moon cell itself summoned me to manage Seraph. Some would call me a solo servant. My job is to keep the moon cell system up to date. Needed a reliable engineer, and it chose me. Disintegrator, over-friendly guy who claims to be of no importance? Nah, definitely not the main villain. Whatever it was extraordinarily powerful, so much so that I could do nothing to stop it. You barely survived, in fact, let me put it plainly. I had to resuscitate you, Rurikhan. It took all of my effort to pull you from the core intact. A Greek genius indeed, one of the greatest scholars in human history, I must say. Please allow me to show my gratitude. You have done us a commendable service. What happened to the regalia was unfortunate, but your rescue of the Praetor was a righteous deed, befitting of a noble scholar. Please do not waste such praises on me, Lord Nero. You are the righteous king of Seraph. I am also uncomfortable with the fact that they keep referring to her as king instead of queen. As Seraph's chief maintenance man, assisting your master and companion is no more than my duty. Besides, it was the right thing to do, ethically and mathematically. I serve an orderly kingdom, after all. So please think of me as a mere student, ready to do what needs to be done. Your words are sound, and you call me righteous king. Would you also say that certain other kings are unrighteous? Yes, exactly. The one who bears the other regalia is a mere pretender. The caster's servant's true name is Tamamo no Mae. Just as I thought. I had hoped against all odds that she was someone else in disguise, but it is indeed her. Tamamo no Mae. I feel like I've heard that name somewhere before. The name has a pull for me, a deeper meaning. Did we fight together once in the war? But something doesn't add up. If we fought side by side, why can't I remember anything else about her? As you are aware, Your Majesty, Rurikhan is suffering from amnesia, another side effect of the regalia sundering. I can infer the rest, but please elaborate, noble scholar. I would rather hear it from you. Please don't elaborate. I'm tired of narrating. As Your Majesty wishes, simply put, half of Rurikhan has been stolen. Wait, hold on. Half? You mean half of me is gone? I have a personal skill called method elucidation that allows me to discern such things. In other words, at present Rurikon exists only as a mind, implanted in an artificial form. What? Oh, but as a wizard, my soul and mind have already been uploaded to the moon. There's nothing unusual about that now. In my experience, to implant an artificial body requires an individual's personality and passions, his or her mind, in other words. But that alone is what resides within your digital shell now. Are you saying the Praetor is missing something? The soul? The Praetor is still a person, of course, but now lacks something critical. Mind is obviously critical in itself, but it constitutes only a small percentage of the whole self. Passion, experience, memory. The mind can hold them and manage them, but it cannot keep them forever. To persist beyond the transience of mortal life, they require a soul. As you say, continue, scholar, without a soul, such things fade away in time. My Praetor. Then what Castor had was that duplicate was... Yes, separated along with the regalia, it's the other half of Rurikon, most likely the soul. This is starting to make sense. My memory loss, my physical condition, both for the same reason. Nothing else, I understand this much. I don't want to die. For the sake of Seraph and for my own soul, we have to repair the regalia and do something about that Castor. No matter what, besides there's Saber to consider. I don't want to see her with that sad look. Praetor, still you smile through it all, even when you're staring down oblivion. It's okay, this won't be hard at all. I'm here, she's here, and it's obvious what we have to do. Reclaim all of Seraph, restore the regalia, how hard could that all be? My skills, limited as they may be, are all at the disposal of the one true King of Seraph. With your blessing and with the completed regalia, we shall restore the system and make it all as it should be. Then I name you my strategist. That was a bad idea. New content added to the gallery. Aha! I now have to register. I have to pick between bonds. I'm not going to put a bond on Archimedes yet because I don't trust him. I don't trust him. I think he's going to dick me over. There can't possibly be new craftable items. And there aren't. Half my territories have been taken, my beloved Praetor has been split in two, and only one half remains. Damn that crafty little fox declaring war against me. No need to worry, if she can take our land, we can take it back. She might think she owns her half, but we'll show her how wrong she really is. Of course, crafty as she is, she's no doubt plotting further treachery as we speak. But I see she hasn't shaken you, Praetor. I see that gentle fire in your eyes, the warmth that always kindles my soul time and time again. She's not going to shake me. I know Saber's the right person to wear the regalia. And I know Saber's going to win. Castor doesn't stand a chance against her. Not a chance, you say? Are you truly so confident in me? Do you believe so deeply in my right to rule, then? Is it your faith in me that makes you smile so? Very well. I do, of course, suggest that you rest for now, but I meanwhile shall continue to justify your faith in me as the 5th Emperor of the Roman Empire and as the Moon Cell's chosen victor. I am the one and only sovereign of Seraph. So declares Nero Claudius. You and I will seize back what was taken and unite the land. My true campaign begins now. Her words echo throughout the room, her declaration, her real name. An ally I could never forget. We fought together, we survived together, and through it all, we held each other. The Emperor of Roses, Nero Claudius. Is Nero not a male name? I'm confused. Claudius is definitely a male name. I believe Nero is also, and he says Emperor, King, like every single reference to this character is male. Every single one. This is weird. And here we are, fighting together again. Nothing can come between us, no matter who we're up against, even if it's me. All I care about is being with her. Now he says her. The Emperor. Her. Like, either there is some serious translation issues, or there's some really weird stuff going on in this story. New content added to the gallery. Oh, looks like now we don't get to rest. We just go straight to battle. Stage select. On a stage select screen, you can choose a battlefield to fight on. When you select play the battle stage, you will immediately go straight to a battle. When you select play the whole chapter, you will be able to look back on the events that happened at the beginning of the chapter. No side missions accepted. Wait, it said that we had side missions. Where are the side missions? Choose a difficulty, currently level 4. Oh, okay, so difficulties are based around levels. That makes sense. So if we go here, play the battle stage, play the whole chapter. Okay, I see what's happening. Let's go for normal, because that's our level. Ooh, this stage looks interesting. Can you hear me, Your Majesty? It is time to release the Regalia's hidden power. Has a hidden power? I knew it. Indeed, by its royal authority, you can draw mana from the moon cell. So even the moon cell itself provides tribute to its ruler then. Your Majesty, Rurikon, both of you need to pour your own mana into the Regalia first. Understood. I'm counting on you, Praetor. Pouring mana into the Regalia. Since I'm fused with the ring, I can easily visualize how to do that. I wrap around Saber's finger and move as close to her as possible. I try to imagine the paths of the intertwined circuits, the ring connected to the saber, myself. I lay my breathing over hers. I lay my mana over hers, and Mooncrux. Holy shit. Okay, I see the gauge at the bottom left-hand side, so probably before that ends, I'll want to do the L2. That's usually how it works with Muju games. Actually, no. Okay, so that's a temporary, like, override type of deal. Gotcha. Where's the aggressor? We need to beat him up. And here it comes. Boom! There were still enemies falling down. Medusa, I've been waiting. You have no chance of winning. This place is already under my eye, locked in my blood, Fort Andromeda. Oh crap, I should have gone the other way. screen, battle objective will be displayed instead of fighting in the dark. As long as you continue to accomplish these battle objectives, tide of battle will turn in your favor. Sectors of the enemy servants that correspond to battle objectives will be marked. Yep, pretty standard Muju stuff. Preparations to invade. You can prevent invasions by defeating all the plants, aggressors, and/or enemy servants in the invasion staging area. Wipe them out quickly and efficiently to stop the invasion before it starts. Looks like he just took over this place. Trying to speed things along, boys. These animations are really cool and over the top. When the enemy forces are close to completing their regime matrix, the word danger appears on screen. Can't even break this place down. There's the aggressor. And I should win now, right? Okay, we got that one. So now we need to take this route. I like the fact that you see the changes. The changes are looking really cool. The swaps between each map area. I think that's nice. Okay, I see where the plants are, so we gotta take care of those plants so that we can stop the invasions. This stuff is actually not easy. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to not take over every place that I go to, because I just have a tendency to try and do that. Okay, where's the dude? There they are. Here are the other aggressors. Time to bring on the pain. Can we skip this? Actually, I think there's a problem with this animation. Oh, you can skip it. Okay. I was like, there's no way they're not going to let you skip this. That would make no sense. And down he goes. Give me the territory. Okay, now that we have that, I should actually go straight to the place. Favorable in turn for the worst. Conversely, if you are put in a disadvantaged situation, turn for the worst will appear. If you continue to trigger turns for the worst, you may be pushed to defeat. I actually don't want to take over this place. I just want to go through it and kill the plant. Plant go, there it is. Okay, we took out the plant, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. What am I looking for here? We got a bail. Can I bail? Oh, am I actually stuck here? No, I can bail. So we're gonna bail through here. Let's take the other plant first. Give me the plant, give me the plant. Let's actually switch. And actually, can we switch more? No, looks like it's got... Oh, yeah, looks like I can only switch for that one. Why? That's weird. Where the fuck is the plant? Where did it go? Okay, it's running away. It's over there. Oh, you're putting yourself in a corner just for me? You're gonna take it now. You're gonna take it real good. Gross! Looks like we got the plant, which is exactly what I wanted. And I did a takeover too, which is not what I wanted, but it's all good. Crap, another plant spawned? Oh, he's got a bow. Where the fuck's the plant? I don't know, but I'm doing this. Plant, where the fuck the plant go? Oh, there you are. I'm looking for you. Down goes the plant. Is it down, or is it not? It is. Well, considering how much damage I've dealt here, I might as well take over this sector. Because there's no more plants, so... Oh wow, that was cool. Okay, where are the protectors? Can barely see the arrow. Looks like they're up here though. Okay, good stuff. I was looking for you. We took out another one. And we took over. Perfect. Now, we're going to swap to the next one. It's a good thing that there's a plant there, because as soon as we find it, there it is, we're going to see another animation. Let's check out this guy. Oh, this one's a lot simpler. Oh, I like the music in this one. Holy crap. It's like, let's face it, Mushu games are power trips, so as long as the game is making you feel like you're retardedly insanely powerful, it's doing a good job. Which this game clearly does. I mean, look at this shit. Yeah! Here it comes. Zoosh! Let's swap it in. She is considerably faster than he is, considering that she's got sword and board versus his dual wielding, and she is still way faster. I still don't know exactly how do you get to pick which character you trade into. I'll have to look at a tutorial or something, but... Gotcha! Here it comes again! And that's another one. I don't really see any invasions incoming, so I'm free to go straight on through. Doesn't look like this actually costs anything, so I can just spam it. Which makes you run really fast. Again, power trips. All about the power trips. And that's a plant down. It's a good thing the plant came here. I've been really lucky with the plant spawns. They've always spawned where I've been headed towards. Switch character. Not necessarily where I wanted to land my special, but... Ideally, you want to land your special in the protectors or whatever the hell they're called. So, direction that your arrow is facing towards. Aggressors. Doesn't look like I can lock onto them or anything. Damn it again, I landed on the wrong one. Damn it. This dude's got so much aerial game. Damn it, where the fuck is that plant? Did we destroy everybody? No, we're still missing this guy. Jesus, die already. That's another takeover. Now we have to hurry up because I want to get to that plant before it deals any damage at all to us. So we're going to go this way. And we're going to turn around to the bottom. Or actually, no, let's go straight forward. There's no reason not to do this. That's the part that's weird for me. Defeat Lu Bu? What? Oh shit, guys. Lu Bu. Fuck me. Anyone but Lu Bu. Why did it have to be Lu Bu? Phantasm Circuit. Gotcha. Gross. And that's another one down. Okay, Lu Bu. Let's have words, you and me. Because if I have a Phantasm Circuit... Wait, I only got one, though. Holy shit. Look at this fucking Lu Bu right here. Okay, tell you what, let's swap it up. I want to make sure I'm at my best for fighting Lu Bu. I wish this had some kind of lock on. Maybe it does and I still don't know what it is. Hey Lu Bu, we're just getting started. Gotcha, Lu Bu. Got your ass. Here's something you don't see every day in Muju games. Someone kicking Lu Bu's ass. Especially because Lu Bu's meant to be overpowered. You're not supposed to beat him. But I don't think that's a design choice in this one. Who the fuck's the aggressor in here? There you are. Hello. Oh, how you doing? Takeover complete. That leaves one spot that they own right now. One spot. Ally territorial victory. Here comes the boss. Female Gorgon Medusa. Oh, she's right here? Wait a second, before I deal with you, if you are here, some stuff is happening that requires my immediate attention. I'll be right with you. Hurry it up. Oh, got you right in the face. Hey, Sujuma299, thanks for subbing, bro. And down you go. Where's the last aggressor in here? Hi. Oh, you can lock on, but apparently only for bosses. Come on. That's it. Put yourself right in the middle of all of them. That's perfect for me. Down goes an aggressor. That's it. Fill up my gauge. Fill up my gauge, baby girl. And she's not going to go into her berserker mode. Okay, so how are we doing this? Let me think. How the hell am I going to early destroy you? Well, first, we're going to fill up that L2 gauge. Okay, we're ready. This should fill up the rest. Oh, she's dead already? Oh no. Yeah, we still got the transform. Oh, what? Aww. I thought she was still gonna be alive after that. EX, 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 rank EX. I'm assuming EX is maximum? That's not too bad. Rusty ceremonial sword, new mystic code receipt added to craft, flag of guidance, ceremonial sword. You now have new moves. Wow, all of these install skills. I wonder if you can break down stuff that you've already placed in. By the way, Praetor, it occurred to me from now to refer to our enemies' holdings as Tamamo domains. Is that easy enough to understand? Communication in battle must be swift and clear. Tamamo land. That's some kind of reference to... Never mind. If I ask, I might worsen your headache. Now, only a few Tamamo domains are left. Let us return to my room and... Tamamo domains? Is that what you call them? What a joke. All of Seraph belongs to me. Tamamo? Regalia? What are those? Appetizers? There's no need for wizards or servants anymore. All we need is for every sentient being in the world to bow to me. See, I'm... Seraphs? No, this world's idol. Of course we needed an idol in this game. It's you. Yep, it's me. Now pinker and more powerful than ever. Dark Ellie. No, make it Dark Eliza. Yes, call me that, you little piggy. Oh, what's with the face? You surprised? You scared? Yeah, I can smell your fear from here. I, Dark Ellie, the most beautiful princess ever to spawn from the depths, have come to conquer Seraph. And yes, I also go by Dark Eliza. Dark Eliza, well that's simple, like Tamamo Domain simple. But that servant, she has something in common with Saber, that's for sure. I see. This is all highly unfortunate. I have nothing more to say. What the hell name did you just call me? Is my perfect new costume throwing off your eyesight or something? Oh no, your costume is magnificent. Such melodic majesty. My arch rival who drives me to grow stronger with every clash. You may have changed your appearance, but you are no doubt my strongest bandmate, Elizabeth Bathory. Yeah, that's right. Same as usual, Saber. Now then, rival. The Praetor and I have business to attend to, so we must be off. But on that day when Seraph unites again, let us hold another concert and rise to even greater heights together. Collaboration concert? Really? You'd share your stage with me? Wait, no, that's not what I'm talking about. Not at all. We're destined to clash forever. Now listen, Saber. I'll just tell you straight. As your rival and as the soon-to-be top idol of Seraph, I'm going to give you a first and final warning. Don't get in my way. And give me that regalia now, or I'll tear your master's limbs off like big meaty caterpillars. That will never happen. The regalia and the Praetor belong to me. Heed my words and understand. You're brushing off my whole monologue? Just gimme! Besides, it's weird for you to be on the king. I ought to be a bigger king than you. And what about you is bigger than me? Nothing I can see. Do you follow me, Praetor? I'm not even talking about that. And even if I were, I can make them bigger anytime I want. Sorry, Dark Ely, but you can't. When heroic spirits are first created, they're already given their ideal form. No matter how much you may grow as a person, you'll never grow that way. Yes, unless you are skilled at constructing new bodies, you're forever stuck in that one. But worry not. I find you adorable just as you are. You just don't get it. You're thinking too small. That's your problem. I won't be tied down to Seraph's rules, and I don't need to overthrow you to get what I want. I'll overthrow the moon cell itself. That's right. Then I'll be the great king of terror and reign like the god of the red planet. Great king of terror? Why does that sound familiar? And Mars? Why did she specifically reference Mars? Yes, where have I heard that before? Someone in some minor culture's mythology, perhaps? Seriously, you don't know the great king of terror? I'm quoting a pretty famous prophet here. You ever heard of him? Well, I'm going to bring that prophecy to life, and I'll be a big new star. Dark Eli Engelmois or something. Are you not merely plagiarizing? Still, same as always, Dark Elizabetta. Quit calling me that. I told you to cut that out. Whatever, I'm done with this little sparring match. Remember, final warning. I'll never lose again, you'll never lock me up, and I don't need redemption. If evil's all I can be, that evil will bloom like a bloody flower. And I'll never hold back, no matter who I'm up against. Soldiers, bosses, chosen wielders of the regalia, whoever. Cross me again, and you'll regret it, Saber. Huracan. There goes Elizabeth. Strange. She didn't seem her usual self. Regardless, we have realms to conquer. Let us return to my room and prepare. Very well. Let's take a look at those craftables we got now. Ceremonial sword. So basically I have to actually look at here so that, okay, so that it stops flagging it as new. So ceremonial sword does what? Attack power increases for 30 seconds. You got 32 uses of that. Plus 32, plus decoy, and item drop rate. Not too bad. Flag of guidance. Heal all. Cure. Remove status effects. Defense up. Sovereign's robe. We've already seen that. Purification choker. Fairy Howlery. Rusty ceremonial sword. Offensive up. Offensive up. This one's not too bad. But anyways, you guys, that is going to be it for this live stream. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you like Muju games, which are, you know, games in the Dynasty Warriors vein, and you like the footage that you've seen here, you're most likely going to enjoy the game. Seems pretty cool. Like I said, graphics are nothing to write home about, but the gameplay is definitely there. I personally enjoy it quite a bit, so if you like these kinds of games, you might enjoy the game as well. The story is kind of weird, but it does allow them to create these really cool looking levels, so I'm pretty okay with that. But yeah, it's going to be it. If you enjoyed the live stream, make sure to hit that like button. Thank you guys very much for watching, and subscribe if you're new so that you're notified whenever I go live. Thank you very much. See you in the next one.